Now, I know I was live earlier, but this could not wait. I wanted to get this done because I was excited, and this is a very interesting video that I have put together. So let me play my intro, and we'll be back after this.
That's right. We're on live. We're gonna get this thing done one way or another. What's up to y'all?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Third Eye Visions, where we motivate the blind, stimulate your mind, Craig, and welcome all kind. Check this out, y'all. I am so excited. Today's topic, I know I was on here earlier, like I said, it's something different, and I wanted to get this in because this guy is very, very busy. This title is called Definition of a Friend. And now, your definition of a friend may be different from mine. Mine may be different from yours, but it's all the same. It's all going to end up a friendship if you're real about what you say. Please make sure to hit that notification bell if you are a new subscriber. Make sure that you hit the like button. Make sure to share and make sure to comment. See, I'm a little hyped right now because I'm just so excited. See, earlier I was kind of reserved and that didn't, I didn't need to be that way. But this time I am. Y'all, I have a friend of mine who's been on here, who's been a friend of mine since the day, I guess 19, I don't want to date myself, but ever since he was 5 and I was 5. Look, he's from Louisiana. He's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. This guy is a brother from another mother, from another color. It doesn't matter because, friendship transcends all that. You know what I'm talking about? His name is Chris. I don't know if I should give his last name, but because he's sipping on stuff and people might see him doing it, but it doesn't matter. I want to introduce you to a good friend of mine, and I'm gonna let him tell you who he is, where he's from, and how he had come to know Anthony. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna turn the show over to him for a minute, and he gonna talk. What's happening, boy?
What's up, my brother? How you doing?
I'm chilling. What's up with you?
Man, same thing.
Same thing. Okay, that's what's up. Look, tell the people who you are, you know what I'm saying, how you been knowing me and everything. It's your show for a minute.
All right, for a minute. All right.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun today.
All right. My name's Chris McMorris. I am also visually impaired. Started at the School for the Blind in the 1st grade, and that's where my life changed because I met my boy Anthony. Yeah, we've been knowing each other since the 1st grade, and it doesn't matter if we go 3 years without talking or a week without talking. We always pick up like we're still best friends, and like no time has been lost.
Yep, that's real talk. And you took the words out of my mouth, man. Look, I know Chris his mom's rest in peace, his dad rest in peace. I know his family, man. It's like when I met him at the age of what 5 or 6, or 7.
Yeah.
It's like he had already known me from like another life, and I'm not BSing. It just was like that, and his mother raised him to not be. Of course, for y'all who don't know, he's white. But they raise him to accept people for whom they are, and they not only him, his whole family accepted me as one of them, and went to their house and everything, and had frequent conversations with his mom and everything. Man, it was just a wonderful thing. And I'm not on here just to gloat or whatever, just to let you all know that sometimes you don't have to see to know an individual's heart or whatever. It's just there, and just the fact that you develop a relationship. It is what it is. So, Chris, tell everybody, just a little bit more about you. Like, you started at the School for the Visually Impaired, and what happened after that? How long did you stay there? What you did? Go ahead.
All right. I went to the School for the Blind through the 9th grade. After that, my parents decided to allow me to try private school, or actually public school. And so I went to public school from 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. Graduated from there, went to college, got a business degree, and kind of gone for different jobs since then. Started off, Anthony, actually selling car insurance, and went to work for the state of Louisiana. Did that for a little while, then got into the private sector, working for a company that manages nursing homes. So that's what I've been doing for the past 20 years or so.
Oh, wow. Okay. And how has it been for you? Because you mentioned the fact that you had, bounced in and out of different jobs as a visually impaired person. How has that been? How was it for you trying to find the right job for you?
Man, I'm gonna tell you that was difficult, because it always takes, no matter if you're a relationship with somebody, a friendship, a job, it takes people that want to understand.
I like them.
With visual impairment, and be willing to work with you, maybe when you need assistance, and be there to help you, but not there to take over because they think that you're not competent to do it. We're all competent. Sometimes we just need a little assistance.
That's real talk. And you were the type of person, because I'm gonna get all into your business, that was very outgoing. You even though you had a visual impairment, you use that, you focus more so on the fact that you could see as opposed to that, but you still, learn Braille and you did all other things. How was it when you actually got into the world and realized that, hey, it's a totally different situation in terms of people won't, accept you, even though, you have the qualifications and whatnot. There's a lot of other hoops that you have to go through in order to make it happen. So what was it like to have the realization of, well, we're not going to hire you because, they didn't tell you, but you had the understanding that maybe because you're visually impaired. How did you feel then?
It kind of takes me back to one particular job interview, because I've been blessed to where I've been able to go on some job interviews, and just because of the type of job it was, I was able to do it with maybe just a large video monitor. So it was so most of my jobs were kind of desk oriented, talking to people, communicating with people, and not having to be out and about driving and things like that. But there was one job that it was a plant. And this was whenever I believe I was working with the state, and I wanted the opportunity to get out into the more, like I said, the private sector. And it was a job that I knew that I was well qualified for. And I believe the only reason probably that I didn't get the offer was because of my visual impairment. It wasn't because the people were bad. It wasn't that that they necessarily judged me. I think it's because they just didn't understand. And maybe, who knows? Maybe they had a lot of the manager had a lot of pressure and didn't want to take a risk, but I remember that specific event that kind of like, all right, I know that I missed out on an opportunity because of my vision.
And how did it make you feel at that time when you realized came to the whole realization of that may be the situation? How did you feel?
I felt like that I could have taken it personal. I could have got really defeated. But one thing that I've learned that from you, is that you can't live in that disappointment. You got to pick up. You got to keep pushing. You gotta keep doing your part. That's what I believe. That's one thing that my parents really instilled with me, and obviously with you, that you have to do your part, and sooner or later something will happen.
Man,
but obviously nothing will happen if you sit there and just give up.
I like that. I like what you said. If you don't try, if you give up, then nothing will happen. And that's real talk. Look, I want to say that, bro. I mean, I'm proud of you of the advancements that you make, because I I'm gonna be real with you. When you left, and no cap, when you left a school for the visually impaired, I cried because you left, man. Because you were like my best friend. We did a lot of stuff together. And as I speak of the topic, which is the definition of a friend, we went together. As far as went to just everywhere they saw us, we were like twins, man, for real, black and white, and we did a lot together. And I want you to expound on the fact that what made you, first of all, see past color lines, for one. That's the main factor, because people, in these days and age, people are afraid to, across the color lines because, oh, he's black, or he's Asian, he's Hispanic, or he's with this and that and third. What made you say, look, this guy Anthony is this and that. I'm not even gonna look at the fact that he's African American. I'm just gonna accept him for who he is. What made you come to that conclusion and accept me as who I was?
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say early on in life, I felt like that a lot of people learn bad behavior, learn bad behavior as it pertains to other races and people who are different. At 5 and 6 years old, we I don't think had a lot of time to be indoctrinated into that belief.
Yep.
And so, I in my part, I knew that I had a vision problem. I knew that I was blessed to have some vision because I had friends like you that did not have vision. And I knew that, I need help sometimes. And if I need help sometimes, then, my friends that had no vision would need help sometimes. And I was okay with that. That kind of created almost like, and I don't mean this in a bad sense, kind of a codependent relationship where we were there for each other. And it didn't matter if you were black or white, or it didn't matter. It was all about the things we had in common, the fact that we loved each other, the fact that we looked out after each other, and obviously, and I thank God that you and I never went through this. I know as we got older, maybe there were some incidents around us that caused issues and things like that, but just for different situations, but circumstances, but that never was an issue with you and I.
And I want to pause right there and focus on that particular point, to where what you said, there were situations that we never allowed to infiltrate our relationship that we had, because I'm telling you, it's like 20, 30 some years, and we still remain and there were instances. As a matter of fact, I was talking to a coworker of mine who was at the school for the visually impaired, and I talked about, and I'm gonna be real, talked about the racial tensions that had come up once Louisiana School for the Visually Impaired had merged with the people from Southern, and I was at a bit of what shall I say, staying still, because I had already been, friends with individuals who were at the school for the visually impaired before then, and as a black person, and these were white people that I had become great friends with, and then these were the people that were coming over were people who were black, and they were like upset because I was friends with these people who were white and what. But the thing is, because of the fact that I was raised, accordingly, I did not jump ship and say, okay, well, these are my friends, and just forget about the whole situation. And that's what I had seen in you, and the fact that your family had instilled in you in terms of being that way, and your whole entire family, as far as what I know, was like that. So I want to commend, not really commend you, but just thank you for just being true to what you said, and how you really over the years became, the person that I really enjoy being around and whatnot. So, I want to commend you on that. So, I know that was a mouthful, but I just want, it was really a challenge for me, because, they were like, well, you black, you supposed to be with them, or you white, I said, no, I was a human being. And that's what's most important in people's life, in terms of trying to just be a human. And you, of course, you learn who you are, and you accommodate, and you put all that together, and you become a whole person and become Anthony or become Chris. Am I correct? Or you can expound on that? No.
Oh yeah, I have a lot to expound on that. And
Go ahead.
if I've ever, I don't know if I've ever really given it some deep thought, because of maybe the age that we were. And, I'm always somebody, one of my weaknesses is looking back and like
right.
thinking over everything, because I'm all, I got to get out of the rat race of being busy, thinking about work, thinking about things that got,
right.
And I find myself, as I get older, thinking about my early life.
Right. I do.
But so let me say this about you, my brother. So, I think that even though you didn't know it, even though you're at a young age, and you might not have even realized, I think you, during that time, whenever the schools integrated, that you were a key part of being a bridge. Even though maybe
that's deep.
It maybe, even though it didn't maybe feel like it, maybe you felt pulled in every different direction. You got pulled by both sides, but honestly, you can't be pulled and anchored two sides if you're not a bridge. And so I believe that you were part of that, of being able to bridge, the maybe the preconceptions that people had whenever the schools merged.
Never thought about it like that. Never. Go ahead.
And so I believe that you were a key part of that. And like I said, even though you maybe have felt stretched or maybe be pulled in the middle, but that's exactly what a bridge does. It brings two sides together, and you can't bring two sides together if you're not connected to two sides. So you were a big part of that. And I think I never really even stopped and thought about that until now. So
really, it does make a great deal of sense. The fact that by me stretched from one side to another, and to be honest with you, eventually it all came together.
Yeah.
And that's why from you and your family, man. I mean, I really want to thank you all just for being who you all have been over the years and whatnot, man. It's just I like what you said, that even though we don't speak or haven't spoken in maybe a month or 2 months, it's like we picking up, and we continue to talk, say as if we have been talking for the past month or the past 3-4 weeks or whatever the case might be. It makes me feel good, and that's exactly what friendship is all about. You don't have to, I haven't heard from Chris because blah, say no. Real recognized real, and it's intrinsically understood that you don't have to be communicating with any individual the whole time. But when if you pick up from where you left off, last time, or just like as nothing happened, that's a sign of a good friendship. You might agree or disagree. You want to comment?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I kind of mentioned this to you already. I had ACL reconstructive surgery 2 weeks ago, and man, one of the people I wanted to just come hang out with me, bro, I wanted to come to my house like we were 12 years old, man. It forced me. I've never gone 2 weeks without working, and being like totally having to be involved in something. I built the house a year ago, and of course I've been busy with that, busy with work, busy getting out of COVID, just really busy. And I've never taken 2 weeks off of work since I was probably 21 years old, 22 years old. It kind of forced me to kind of sit down and think about things. And man, I wanted you to come hang out with me.
Oh, man, if I had the time, I really would. But that's why but you make it possible, because we've gone out to eat and you've treated. But look, things about to change now. So I'm gonna return the favor. And even if I had come with, so look, and come on out. I got you. And I have, I made the offer, and it's not been a situation where I may have $1 and the lunch costs 100. You still like, look, put your money in the pocket. I got you, whatever. And it's not been a situation where we tried to take care, take advantage of each other. It's been like real love. And I want to bring you on here briefly, so that I can, share my thoughts with you and let you know that I appreciate it, everything over the years. And when my family, I know your family, and it's been real love from Actually, day one, and we're not. And we have some history, believe me, and those will definitely lift us up in a time of need it. You know what I'm saying? So I want to thank you for at least being there, and from the Westdale days and all this other stuff. So it's been wonderful, man.
Do probably 10 of these shows.
Definitely, they just don't know the things that we've done, the history and what we could talk about. But for the sake of you two, we're just gonna keep it brief for 25 minutes because I know you're busy and you got your wife in the back, and you're about to get with that. But I want to thank you for coming on, and I know I said it 14 times, but I'm gonna say it 15 times. Thank you, 17 times. I appreciate it. You have any last minute words you want to say, man?
No, man. There's a whole lot that I could say, but you know what? At the end of the day, it's all about just caring for people.
That's right.
No matter what, even if you have your differences at the end of the day, we got to love our neighbor like,
right.
And the Bible doesn't talk about what color they are, just says love thy neighbor. And
right.
You're to me, you're a neighbor. If you lived in Alaska, you'd still be my neighbor, bro.
That's deep, man. Well, hey, man, I thank you for coming on here, man, and we're gonna continue to talk. And I wanted to bring you on so that I can share my thoughts with you and whatnot, because I couldn't catch you any time and let you feel how I feel. But I'm glad we were able to do so. And with that being said, man, I want to thank you for coming on and supporting Third Eye Vision and basically supporting what I do, because you never said anything contrary to what I was doing. You always lend your support, and your wife has always been the same as well. When I first met her, that's another subject, but she was like, okay, Anthony, Chris, it was all good, no questions asked, and that's a good thing. So thank you for everything, my boy, and hey, we're gonna see each other soon, man, for real.
All right, my brother, much love.
All right, love you too, man.
Talk to you later.
All right, bye.